Hey guys, this is Airsoft 15 Videos. Today I'm going to be making a video on how I believe you guys should be starting Airsoft. So, let's get into that video. Now first off, this is my opinion. So, if your opinion differs from mine, then it does. Don't start yelling at me. We have different opinions. This is all based on opinions. So, this video is going to be for someone who's a beginner at Airsoft. They want to go out and buy a gun. They have a price limit, they're on a budget because they're just starting out, so they don't want to spend a bunch. But they want to get something that they can have fun with. They can go out in their backyard and shoot, have backyard wars. You guys shouldn't really be going to fields if you're just starting off. So that's what this video is for. So I'm just going to be screwing around with this gun probably the whole video, so don't mind me doing that. But anyways, let's get into the video. First off, things you do not need, and that is tack vests. You don't need them if you're going to be in your backyard shooting or having a backyard war. You don't need all that stuff. You don't need like 3M4 mag pouches. Like these are the ones that are already set up, like the 3M4 mag pouches and the holster, and all the pistol mag pouches and your admin pouch. You don't need all that. You don't even really need an extra mag if you're starting out in your backyard because, I mean, how many bullets are you really going to shoot and how long is that war really going to last? So keep that in mind, guys. Tack vests are expensive and not necessary for your starter. So another thing you don't really need, like I just said, you don't really need mags because, I mean, the amount of ammo that you're getting with the gun should be sufficient. I will say when maybe an extra mag could be a cool idea. I mean, it's nice to have. If you have an extra 10, 15 bucks, it's a nice thing to have. And I mean, it's just, I'm saying it's not necessary. You don't really need them, but they're nice to have. So let's get into the video really. First off, the first thing you need is you're going to need safety protection for your eyes. Like this mask. Goes on your face. Okay? So, safety protection is very important. BBs can blind you. Remember that. You want to protect your eyes. If you're going to not, this is the last thing you guys want to be cheap about, eye protection, okay? So don't wear sunglasses. They're not approved for Airsoft. They are not meant to be hit by BBs and withstand that and not break. So basically, especially since you're not going to be using fancy sunglasses, like really nice sunglasses to play Airsoft with, you're probably going to be using cheaper ones. If those BBs hit your sunglasses, the sunglasses can shatter, and that's even worse than a BB hitting you in the eye. So remember that. And, I mean, maybe it's not going to happen, and maybe it's not that often that happens, but it can happen. And it's better to be safe than sorry with your eyes, because you do not want to be blind for the rest of your life. Okay? Remember that. So, if you're just going to be shooting in your backyard, you're not having backyard wars, you can get by with safety glasses. And the only time I would say you can use stuff that isn't for Airsoft is if you have real steel shooting glasses. Those are obviously going to be perfectly fine because those are for real guns. I mean, not for the actual bullets, but I mean, you guys know what they're for. So, yeah. Anyways, but that's just for shooting out in the back. Even if you're going to have backyard wars, though, you need to wear full face protection, okay? This is a mask by JT Airsoft. It's like 15, 20 bucks at like Dick's or Walmart or whatever. You can buy these there. They're really cheap and they work fine. This thing is really, 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 really old. I got this I got this with my first gun, basically, so this is a really old mask. And, I mean, you guys can see it's perfectly fine. It's got a couple little dents or whatever in the plastic, but for the most part it protects. You guys want your mouth to be protected, okay, guys? You don't want your tooth shot out, especially if you're beginning Airsoft and you're already on a budget. You don't want to spend a lot of money. So, I mean, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, don't be cheap and just buy glasses, because then if you get your tooth shot out, that can be hundreds and hundreds of dollars at the dentist's office. So, I would say if you're going to have a war you're getting shot at, wear full face protection, okay? I had my tooth partially shot out and I had to get a root canal. You don't want that to happen to you. Okay, next, BBs. Like, these. These are like Crossmen. I don't really use these unless they're in like a not as nice gun. But I mean, for starting airsoft, the guns that you get to start, these are perfectly fine. I would never get .12s. There's no point in ever getting .12s. They're just going to break your gun quicker because they can shatter on the inside. So that's really stupid. Do not buy .12s. Just go ahead and buy .2s. I mean, they're like a whole $2 more expensive. It's not really a big deal, and it will make your gun last longer. Now, what I'm going to say is Crossman BBs are fine to buy, I would say. It's not really going to be a big issue. I mean, as you guys, on the inside, there's not really any BBs that are messed up from what I see, and this is not, okay. Yeah, I mean, looking inside, all the BBs look fine to me. So, I mean, remember that, guys. They're going to be fine. Use Crossman. You don't need to spend a bunch of money on, like, golden balls or something. And, I mean, if you aren't going to buy Crossman, I recommend you buy TSD BBs because those are cheap and good. Or you can buy Elite Force. Those are also cheap and good BBs, too. So, now that we're off BB stage, I wouldn't buy anything more than .2s, really. Because that starts to get expensive. You don't, and really with the beginning guns that you get, once you get past .2s, you can't really use in those guns. Okay, so let's get into guns. First off, if you want a cheap gun, you're just shooting in your backyard, you want something that's like less than 50 bucks. That's what you're looking for. There's a couple options you can do there. First off, you can get a spring pistol like this. This is broken and really old, and you guys saw why it's broken, because it does that. So you can get a spring pistol. I don't really recommend getting a spring pistol because they break really quick. And you can add like an extra $5 and get a shotgun, which is going to last you a lot longer. And I'm going to get onto that in a minute. But if you are going to get a spring pistol, I recommend getting this one. It's off of Airsoft Station. It's by Cybergun. It's $25 and has a metal slide. So it will last you a little bit longer because of the fact it has a metal slide. This was like the 100-year anniversary 1911 one or something like that. So yeah, this is a decent spring pistol. It's a little more powerful than the others. I don't really recommend getting any spring pistol at all, though. What I recommend you guys getting if you want a spring gun, and don't get rifles. Rifles are just stupid. I mean, they're more expensive, and they're not even going to last as long as a shotgun. And a shotgun's the same size, so you can't argue with that either. I mean, so yeah. There's just no point in getting them. You can get a shotgun like this. This one's also broken. I have a review for the shotgun on my channel if you guys want to see. This is like a Tokyo Marui clone TSD Spaz style shotgun. It's $25 off of Evike. If you want something like, this is the same price as that. If you want something cheap, I would recommend getting this shotgun because it is only $25. It comes with the gun. You have this little shell holster with the 4 shells. You get a red dot sight on the top. You get a flashlight on the bottom. A sling that I don't really recommend using. And you also get a speed loader to load your shells with. So I mean, you get a lot of stuff to start out with. All you need to buy are these 2 things, and you're going to be set. You'll have lots of different things you can do with this gun. And I mean, this is a decent gun. You have an adjustable stock. You can get adjustable stock, a pistol grip that's a little different than this, but it has no stock, or full stock's like an extra $10. But I mean, really, no big difference. So you have a lot of choice with that. I would say this is a good shotgun to buy if you're starting out. Now, if you want a better shotgun that's going to last you for a while and be good, and you actually can maybe go even to the CQB arena that's near you and use, go with either a UTG or a Double Eagle. I would say UTG because I don't know what the price is for the Double Eagle, but I know the UTG is pretty cheap. They make a tri-shot, which is pretty awesome. You can get a full stock or a no stock at all. Like one's 45 and one's 50, I think. So I mean, they're a little more expensive, but it's also going to last you a lot longer, perform a lot better. And if you don't want a tri-shot, you want something a little more accurate and a lot easier to pump, because do realize, guys, for people that are weak, it's going to be pretty hard to pump. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be like, for people who can't pump. But if you just want a single shot, they make one that's like 35 and 40. That's also nice. So you guys can get either one of those off of Airsoft Station. It's going to be cheap, and they're going to be good. So let's get past spring guns. So you want something a little bit better than spring gun, right? But you don't want to spend anything. You don't want to spend anything over 100. Actually, you don't even want to spend 100. You want to spend under 100. Should put this up. I don't recommend getting gas guns, period. Gas guns they take a lot to maintain. They can be difficult to use at times. So, I just don't recommend them, especially blowbacks. But I mean, even non-blowbacks can be stupid. If you're going to have to get gas, I would say get CO2, because you can get a better CO2 gun cheaper than you can with green gas. And it's a little easier because you can just go to like Walmart or Dick's, but I don't recommend either really. If you want a pistol that's not spraying, I would say go with an AEP. This is a JG Scorpion. It's an AEP. This is a great gun if you have the money. It's like 80, 85 bucks. And, I mean, you guys can see it's an awesome gun, little gun. You can buy a drum mag for it. That'd be pretty cool. I think you can just add an extra 5 bucks and get a drum mag instead of this, which I would probably do, just because the drum mag is going to hold like 200 shots. But I mean, this is a cool gun, because especially if you're small, this is small also. This stock broke off, but you do have a folding wire stock. It's going to perform well, it's going to last you for a while, it's going to be cheap, and then you can use semi and full auto with this gun. So that's going to be really cool. And it's cheap again, like I said, and it's just going to perform pretty cool. You could take this to a CQB arena, I'd say, and use, if you guys were looking to do that. And I'm not really saying, again, like I said early on, you really shouldn't be doing that. I'm saying later on, once you get a little more advanced, you can take this old gun, you know, and go to the CQB arena and use it. Another gun, if you guys are looking for a pistol, like a real pistol that's not spraying, again, like I said, don't get gas. You should get the Cyma Glock AEP. It's called the CMO30, and you can get that off of. You can get this off of most websites. Just saying, you can get that off of Airsoft Station. It's going to be kind of hard to get, though. That is going to be an issue with that, because once they're in stock, they sell out in like a week. So you are going to have to be careful about that. But that's a great gun if you can get it. Those last forever. They perform really well. You can use semi and full auto and all that good stuff. And then something that you can do that's cool with that gun, once you become more advanced and you want to buy stuff for it, is you can keep using it because you can put a different slide on the top, because both of these are non-blowback, just saying, but you can put a different slide on the top that has rails on it, and then has a thread for a silencer on the front, so you can do a lot of stuff with that, and you can buy extended mags for it too. Now, both of these guns, I'm just saying, they come with the gun, the battery, the charger, and the mag, so you have kind of everything you're going to need with your gun. And also the Glock comes with a speed loader, so that's pretty cool too. Now, next, you're looking for a rifle. You want a rifle. You have $100. What are you going to buy? Cyma CMO28. Those guns are awesome, let me just say, for the price. They perform well in terms of accuracy, range, fire rate, durability, for the price. You're going to have metal parts in that gun, and you're going to have a full metal gearbox. So remember that, for $100, you're going to have a pretty durable gun, like for that price again. You get your gun, you get a sling for it, you get a battery, and you get a charger, and you get a mag. So you're going to kind of have everything you're going to need with your gun. And they just perform awesomely. There's like a bunch of different types you can get. You can get the wood stock, the like wood, it's like imitation wood, that's a 40, they're all 47s, just wears. You can get like a black one, complete black one with wood, and I think you can get like a folding stock one, but it's based off of 47. So those are really great guns to get. If you had to ask me which rifle should I get if I'm beginning, I would say go with the CMO28. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to show you guys. I'm just saying that's the gun you should get if you're looking for a rifle to begin. But what I'm really going to go into now is you want a little more choices, and rifles for Airsoft, I can't really just go and tell you which one to get. There's a lot of personal preference with rifles. So I'm going to get into that. I'm going to give you guys some different types. I don't recommend really going off in the unknown path where there's only like one or two of that type of weapon, because you're going to have hard times finding things. It's just not a good idea to do that. So just remember that I would try and stick with more used weapon platforms. But I'm also going to talk about prices and what you need to buy with your gun, also with each. So I already went over, if you want an AK, the CMO-28 is great to get. If you want a better performer, you have more money, you can just keep upping number. The higher the number on the AK, the nicer it's generally going to be, until you get to like a point, which is like the CMO-35. Then they're generally going to be the same, I believe. They're just going to be different looking. So that's something cool. A big type of very popular weapon style, the most popular in Airsoft, is the M4. So I want an M4 to buy. What should I buy? If you have the money, it's like $160. Go with the G&G Combat Machine. Those guns will last you forever, and they're accurate and have good range, decent fire rate. Again, durability is great on those guns. And they do come with a battery and charger, which is nice. So that's a great gun to get if you're going to look for an M4. If you don't have that much money, try and buy JG M4. I wouldn't buy anything else by any other companies at that price range. I would just go with the JG or the G&G. Okay. So another gun that if you may want, it's by G&G also. If you're a smaller person, you want an SMG. You can get yourself a G&G MP5 like this one. This is actually a nicer version, but there's like a $140 one, so it's actually cheaper than the M4, and these guns are great. This is also a good gun. I would say this is the best gun for that price for a lefty, because of the fact that they're ambidextrous. So remember that also. MP5s are good guns for lefties. So I would get that G&G. I wouldn't really get any others, because the G&G is going to be the best. Just saying, from what I've seen. So if you're looking for a different type of SMG, you can get an AK-74U. Simon makes one. It's the CMO-35. I think I said something about that earlier, but that's the AK-74U. It's going to be like this big or whatever. It's going to perform well. It's a CIMA. It's going to perform better than the CMO-28. It's like 130, I think, for the imitation wood, like 140 for the real wood. And that comes with a battery, charger, and all that good stuff. So that's also another good gun to buy. Another great gun to buy if you're looking for a G36. If you can find them, they kind of disappeared randomly. The JG G36s. So if you can find one of those are great guns to buy. If you can't find those, you can buy a TST G36. Those are also good guns to buy. I don't know what the price is for the TST. TSTs are also kind of hard to find. I don't know if I just said that, but I don't know the price for the TSTs. The JG is like 110, 120, and those are great guns. My friend owns one. Those are great guns. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. If you're looking for a different SMG than what I mentioned, you also can get the KS, I believe. That's the company, P90. Don't go with the Echo one, because it's just that rebranded. And the KS one is like $115 or something like that. It's really cheap. So, I mean, out of those, you have quite a few choices to make out of that. If you're, again, asking me which one I think you guys should buy, I'd just say go buy the CMO-28, because that's going to be the best for the price, because it's only $100. But, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching, because I know this video has been long. And I hope it helped. If it did, please comment below. I'd like to know I'm helping somebody. So, thanks, guys, for watching the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.